Hello and welcome everyone back to the Powder Toy, and what you are currently looking at is the most dangerous element I have devised in the Powder Toy. You may be wondering what is going on here. There is a single pixel of this thing called ETRN. What that stands for is energy transfer. This element, as quickly and ferociously as possible, will suck all of the energy out of the pixels under it and place that energy into the pixels above it. It's incredibly violent. It'll shoot the things under it to literally absolute zero and immediately shove that energy up above it. We can make it even more dramatic if we add a few more pixels. Remember, this is just one pixel causing this ice to form underneath and all of this heat and steam to form above. There's a lot of latent energy inside of matter, and taking advantage of that and sucking all of that latent energy out can do a lot of damage. So you can see it is creating a ton of steam, a ton, and it's still managing to freeze a bunch of this water below. If we go ahead and open this up, it's going to super quickly destroy all of the water inside, and now there's just a little bit of ice left over here. Since there's nothing above for it to transfer energy to, it's fine. I think actually it's going to work absolutely fine if we have multiple layers of it. It'll just do things to its own heat. Let's see what happens if I do like a really thick layer. Yeah, the top is really hot and the bottom is really cold. I mean, it's pulling heat out of itself. This bottom area is now like negative 100 and this top area is like 500 degrees. Look at that. Incredible. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay, I'm kind of curious now if we go ahead and we put a huge block of it, like really large block of this right in the center. What was that? Why did that melt? Why is that melting there? What? I feel like something is very wrong with some of the code. I don't know why that would happen. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at the results. Whoa. The bottom is so cold and the top is so hot. Oh, that's hilarious. That is so funny. That is so incredibly funny. The poor thing. It doesn't know what to do. I can't believe it's at negative 546. I didn't even know that was possible. Me when I break the game. All right, let's go ahead and do some testing. The title of this video will probably be like the most dangerous material in the Powder Toy, but like I have to actually back up that claim. Let's go ahead and get Bunker City and see what happens if we go ahead and put some of this into the city. Now the bottom of the bunker is probably getting a little bit cold. Yeah. And the top is getting quite warm. Like really warm. Like really warm. I wonder if I turn on ambient heat if this will get even more dramatic. The entire world's temperature is just rising right now. Except for the bottom. The bottom is just cooling down. Although this bunker is actually doing a really good job of holding the cold out. There's probably a better map for testing this. Oh, I know what to do. Let's go ahead and put it in the center of a planet. Oh yeah, that's far more interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and I'll just cut the planet in half with it, actually. I'll just do a straight line. Straight line through. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oh my god. That is exactly what we wanted to see. look at it go. The entire bottom of the planet is just freezing. And the entire top of the planet is just melting. It's just such a beautiful dichotomy. And now I'm gonna saw this planet in half. And by saw in half, I mean just turn it into plasma, apparently. How hot is it? It is at over 2,000 degrees, the whole thing. At the very core, it's at about 4,000 degrees. It's about to hit maximum temperature. And the bottom is halfway to absolute zero. It's just, this is just incredible. I love it so much. What a tool. What a tool. Now, I'm curious if it would be as effective if we went ahead and did this. If I grab some rapid heat conductor and then I just put a bar into here, and then I put a bar into here, and then we go ahead and have this. I know it's not perfect. I know. Complain in the comments, go right ahead. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm gonna turn off ambient heat actually, so this goes a little bit faster. So this heat conductor here is at over 100 degrees. This one is at negative 100 degrees. So about what we would expect, 300 degrees. Over towards here, it's at 700. So obviously it not being directly connected is less effective, but you can see how using heat conductor with this transfer element is effective at doing this over a range or potentially across multiple things. We could also connect this to the moon. If you like a melted moon in the morning, yummy melted moon. Oh, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. The things we can do with technology. All right, so, yes, this element is incredibly dangerous if used in specific ways, but it can also be incredibly useful if you use it in other ways. I'm probably gonna refine it a little bit more, but I think the idea is neat. Just basically pull all of the atomic energy out of whatever is below you, and then just shove it into whatever is above you. And the reason it's above is so that you can, for example, put water on top as a cooling tower. Technically, you should be able to make the most effective cooling tower possible using this design. As you can see, the planet is melting again. And what I mean by most effective cooling tower is that if you do something like this, where the top is designed to cool, right? And then we go ahead and we get the ETRN. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get clone, and we're gonna put our water source right here. And it's going to pull literally all of the atomic energy out of what's under it. So pretty much perfect cooling. And then as long as the water has enough mass to deal with the amount of heat being pulled. Ah, that's the issue, isn't it? The whole there being enough. Yeah, it can be a little bit challenging. What you can do is something like this, where you only have the water directly touch this, and you just... Whoops. Gonna need some clone. Clone. Alright, so only have water directly touch it. None of the actual structure. It only matters if it touches the top as well. If it doesn't touch the top of it, it's fine. And now this is going to carry so much heat out, it's going to bring the bottom to frigid temperatures. And it's going to do that faster than freeze powder would, because it's just pulling so much heat out. It's pulling the heat from every single pixel. Technically, when the bottom hits absolute zero, it's going to no longer have the ability to push heat to the top because there will be no more energy left. But that's fine. It's pretty hard to get something to absolute zero. And especially if you have ambient heat on, there will always be new heat coming in. This is melting a tiny bit. Just ignore it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then we can see if we go ahead, this is going to cause it to heat up a lot more because now there is an actual large amount of energy we just introduced, which is having all that energy sucked out. But yeah, so we got this super cold ice at the bottom. And I'd almost be confident that if we were to put something really dangerous in here, like let's go ahead and get some graphene and put some nihonium in here, I think it would stay stable. Maybe not, but this is the hottest element I've added to the game, and it's fighting. It is fighting. It is fighting. Okay, maybe the nihonium is too much. Oh! Okay, how about we fill it half with nihonium? Nihonium is very powerful. Like, a tiny bit can destroy an entire city. So the fact that it's able to contain it for even a little bit, yeah, look. It's I don't know if it's quite stable, but the amount of heat it's able to pull out of this is insane. This nihonium is usually like 9,000 degrees when it's in this configuration, when it's just a blob of it. So the fact that it's able to handle 9,000 degrees of heat, and look, it looks like it's stable. I actually think it's winning a tiny bit. Oh wait, this is literally cooling down the hottest nuclear reactor in the game. Like, effectively. You gotta give it some credit. The amount of heat this is able to pull out. I mean, this water vapor is 2,000 degrees. It's just so effective at pushing that heat out. Now, if we were to go ahead and remove some of this transfer, like this, let's see what happens then. Oh, it's still able to handle it. All right, let's remove a little bit more. All right. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's so close. So close. It's so close to being doomed. A few more. I'm actually super shocked that it's not doomed yet. The thing is, nihonium is exponential, so once it starts getting hot, it gets harder to cool it down. And so, yeah, now it's hitting 97, 98, 99, 100 degrees, and now it's going to begin speeding up, and it's going to be the end of the world. Anyways, it was a ton of fun to program this element. I'm going to do a little bit more with it, but if you have any suggestions for what we can do, you should go over to valor.gg, an open source, privacy-focused community chat platform that puts you in charge. And we'll let it do a little bit of melty melt, shall we? Melty Valor. So thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Join Valor. Ping me. I'm Spike Viper on Valor. It's a good time. I'll see you all there. Peace out.